Hello everyone. Tekken 8 Season 3 has been going on for a while, so I think it's about time when you can make a tier list video and have some kind of an idea how strong the characters are. It's usually too early to make a tier list when it's been like few weeks, but now I think people have been playing a lot, and now I think we have a general idea how strong the characters are at the moment. So I don't know. I've been thinking. I've been thinking a lot how strong the characters are, and I don't know. I just want to make a tier list video now. But yeah, as always, don't take this too seriously, and there's no bad characters in the game, and so on and so on. This is just my opinion. You know, you know all that. And who am I? Well, I'm just Finnish tournament player. I'm not the best in the Europe, but I'm okay at the game at least. You don't have to care about some random Finnish dude's opinion, but anyway, let's just get on with it. So yeah, I made one like week ago, and it's on my second monitor now, and I might just copy it, but let's see how I feel. So the first tier I'd say is like S plus. I usually like to use the bright purple color. And I've watched Lord Knight. He's a famous Guilty Gear player from North America. He likes to put like unsure or no one plays them tier on the list. And I might just copy that because I think it has its purpose, because there are some characters that no one actually fucking knows how good they are in this game. We'll put S minus and a tier last. So S plus is like my top 5, I think. So now with the latest Evo, I think it's safe to say that Nina is like top 2. I don't know if Nina is top 1, but the character has like Nina has gotten amazing results like from release, and I think she still is probably one of the best characters in the game. You know, obviously Downfoot 1, 2, you know, all the good stuff. She kind of just has everything, no weaknesses. I haven't really played Nina that much, but I played Tekken so much that I can, tell about how good she is. But yeah, one of the best homing moves in the game with back 2. Tekken 7 it didn't used to be homing, but they made it homing in like season 4 of Tekken 7. She's still one of the few rare characters that have like strings where the last hit is a corner hit launcher, and that's pretty good. She has a full throw game. Her heat smash is pretty good. Crosses jabs. Her combos are one of the best in the game, but you need a little bit of execution to get the best combos, but they're still there. I don't know if Arslan even does like her most optimal combos. I think Arslan plays her like pretty basically, like with a pretty basic and fundamental playstyle. But yeah, she's still strong. Then I would put Brian next to her. I think the best character in the game is either Brian or Nina, or maybe some other top 5 candidate. But yeah, Brian, huge combo damage. They gave him the new 12 frame Punisher for one, and it also works as a good combo tool. It deals 30 damage, pretty big. One of the best counter hit moves still in the game, you know. Quarter circle back one, 3+4, you know. All the classic Brian buttons. One of the best lows in the game with quarter circle back 3. Solid 14 frame launcher. Yeah, Brian is Brian basically, but he hasn't gotten a lot of nerfs. Oh yeah, the new armor move they gave him, the upfold one, that move is pretty OP. You saw Low High spamming that shit at Evo, and yeah, so good. Yeah, Brian is one of those characters that really strong like game plan, because once you get to the wall you basically win the round already because of taunt Oki. It's a kind of the same thing with a lot of characters, but Brian does it the best in my opinion, because taunt is something you need to respect, and if you don't respect, then you just might die if you guess wrong. The only weakness I can really think of is that he has like an intermediate movement, like mid-tier movement, but that's like reaching kinda, because you know this game doesn't emphasize movement that much. Like it's not that big of a weakness in this game, like it was in older Tekkens. But yeah, Brian is my number 2 or number 1. Then I'm just gonna fill the top 5. Lydia, Feng, and Law. I'll talk quickly about the rest of the top 5. So Lydia, one of the, I'd say, tournament meta characters now, because Farcine basically just beat everyone with fucking Unga Bunga Lydia, and one of the easiest characters in the game, forces you to make really uncomfortable decisions in defense, like, and now you just can't dig chap against her like you could when she was released. Basically makes you guess 24/7. Like, you just can't hold back against her. You need to make hard reads, and that's really uncomfortable for a Tekken player, because in Tekken we don't usually want to make like big hard reads in defense. So it's almost Lydia feels like a 2D character playing against a 2D character. But yeah, also her install moves are overbuffed. She gets like death combo damage now, and the moves get really silly when she has the 3 stocks. But yeah. Law is still a menace. Best down forward 2 in the game. Slide is so stupid still. You get so much damage from slide. Easy mode combos now because they made DSS brain dead in Tekken 8. But yeah. Basically a jack of all trades character. Huge wall combo damage with the back 3 for the junkyard screw. Basically hasn't gotten big nerfs. Only they took the most bullshit move in the game, which was his corner hit launching G-Clef. I don't know how they didn't fix it like week 1. That was like the most bullshit move in the game, and they took like 2 years to fix it, but now it's finally gone. Still one of the best G-Clefs in the game, even though it doesn't launch. But yeah, solid jack of all trades character with no big weaknesses basically. Feng, I'd say still probably the best lows in the game, because full crouch down forward 4 is so stupid still. Down back 3 is really strong. Ever since they gave him the corner hit attack throw on down back 3 in Tekken 7, I think the move has been broken. Really big combo damage obviously with, you know, big wall carry. He didn't used to have big wall carry in all the games. That was like his biggest weakness, that his combos were actually like really bad, but now ever since Tekken 7 they kinda made his combos godlike. So oh yeah, one of the best heat dash moves in the game with back 1+2, the Iron Fortress. Basically unstoppable, I don't know why. With 13 frames and then you get like 50 damage on heat dash. Really strong. Oh yeah, down back 2 too, they nerfed that shit, but that was like hidden OP, like corner hit launching low. Now they made it so that the last hit is punishable, so you can't really play the punish mind game anymore, or just make it safe every time. If your character didn't have a parry, but yeah. Thing is still kind of the same thing, you know. Not much more to say about Feng. Then S tier, I'd say one of the few newcomers that I think is definitely top 10 candidate is Armor King. One of the best lows in the game. Sidestep 2 is insane. I don't know why no one complains about his Sidestep 2 when everyone basically lost their shit with Kunimitsu's full crouch 1+2, but no one complains about Armor King Sidestep 2. I think that move is it's at least on the same level as Kunimitsu's low, but anyway. Yeah, one of the best combos in the game, you know, really solid moveset, a full throw game. Yeah, not much else to say about really. He was really strong in Tekken 7 already. I think they kinda made him a bit different because he didn't use stances in Tekken 7, but now they gave him a mix-up stance which has the really chunky low and then you know safe mid options that you can just throw out basically. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a weakness, but you know, these characters don't really have any weaknesses. That's the kind of the thing in Tekken 8 that no one really has weaknesses. Then S tier, I'm gonna put like Mishima's there, except Devil Jin. Devil Jin is not S tier. Heihachi definitely S tier. Where's Heihachi? So I think Kazuya has been really strong the whole time in Tekken 8, but he has been like really downplayed for some fucking reasons. I think Kazuya players are overall pretty dumb usually, so I think that's why he's been downplayed. But now when Ni lost to basically a well, don't hate me for this, but I don't think Ikari is like a top player. But Ni is definitely. But you could see in that match that Ikari kinda just stole some rounds with Kazuya bullshit, and I think he got a little bit carried by Kazuya in that match. So I think that's why Kazuya is definitely top 10 candidate. I think Heihachi is probably the best Mishima just because I think he legit has the highest damage in the game, so and he has warrior instinct. And you know, people like to debate about warrior instinct, that if it's a free round or do you still have to like earn the win. I think warrior instinct is a free round, to be honest. And if you don't think that it's a free round, then it's a huge skill issue. He gets so buff. He's like the best character in the game at least once during the match. But yeah, little bit of a hot take, but well, I don't think it's a hot take. I think if you're a Heihachi down player, then it might sound like a hot take. But yeah, I think Warrior Instinct is fucking bullshit, and yeah, probably the best Mishima in the game. Jin, you know, classic Jin. I don't think he hasn't gotten nerfed that much. You know, they kind of nerf him and then they just kind of buff him back. You know, Jin is just Jin. I don't know if there's anything that interesting to say about him, really. Definitely top 10 material in my opinion. Reina, freest neutral skip in the game with forward 2. Has all the Mishima stuff with 1-1-2 and electric and hell sweep and all that, but then she has like the stance shit. I think she has like the clearest weakness, that her lows are kinda risky, but yeah, I don't think that's like a huge weakness that puts her somewhere down here. I think her strengths are too big. Her heat dash combo out in the open does 120 damage. I didn't know that, but the double stomp that she gets does like 20 damage on its own. That shit is crazy. No one deals that much damage out in the open. I think that's like top tier material right there. No one deals that much damage. Like off of an electric, and then you dump the heat. You deal like 110 or 120, depending on if you're in rage or not. But you know that shit is crazy actually in the open. Then I'm gonna leave this out a bit. Maybe do it like last or second last. S minus vacuum ram. Actually, I'm gonna. This year is gonna be a big one, so I'm gonna like fill it out first. Let's actually stop there. Let's talk about S minus tier. So overall, I think these characters can be top 10, but I just feel like they don't have enough bullshit, which is crazy to say because look at the characters in the S minus category. But yeah, this game is just crazy. The overall power level is so high, so you know they could be top 10, but I don't think that. Oh yeah, I should have fucking finished the S tier as well. No. Victor. Yeah, let's finish the S tier first. Lee. King. Alyssa. By the way, I don't think S tier is in order. S plus, I think. Well, the two characters are in order, but I don't know. I don't care enough to think about the order. So Dragonov still probably the most rushdown, the best rushdown character still, like pure rushdown. Top tier movement, a lot of people don't know it, but his sidestep is actually one of the best, if not the best male sidestep in the game. Yeah, kind of the same character as he always was in Tekken 8, but he has gotten a lot of nerfs. That's why he doesn't belong in S+, but the nerfs were really deserved, but he's still S tier, definitely better than these characters in my opinion. Anna, she got the nerf hammer as well. She was definitely like the best character when she came out, but you know, they gave her the nerf hammer. No pun intended. Victor actually might be like S+, but I myself, I'm not too familiar with him. He might be a little bit too risky with the lows and stuff to be S+, but he's definitely like cracking up. Like maybe here, but you know. Lee, definitely a newcomer. He has gotten up and up and up with every patch. Definitely creeped his way out in the top tier, and now I think he's one of the like so-called meta characters in Tekken 8. What I mean by that is he kinda has he kind of plays the new Tekken 8 really well. Like, he just plays the game really well. No weaknesses, only strengths. You know, the classic jack of all trades character. One of the best I-10 punishes in the game. You know, you need execution to be consistent with it, but still the highest damaging 10 frame punish. Then they buffed his Hitman stance, where they gave you the option to do the forward 2 to track like the other side. And that was a big meme like a few weeks ago, when fighting GM doesn't even fucking know which way is left or right. You know, don't fucking listen to that guy. That guy's like, he has been like the biggest lead down player for all of his life, and he's a scumbag anyway as a human being. But we don't talk about that now. You know, back 3-3 still, it's kinda risky, but it covers so much because it's quick and it tracks, and you get plus frames on hit, so it just kinda is that kind of a move where you kinda need to spam it, even though it's risky, but the reward is so good that kinda need to use it. Probably the worst slide out of the slide characters, because you don't get a follow-up, but you know, you don't need to fucking use the slide only. His other lows are so much better. Full crouch down forward 4 is so good now because it's plus on hit. Didn't used to be plus on hit. Yeah. Also really strong corner hit game. Kind of a Brian-esque corner hit game. 1+2, crazy move. Back 4, crazy move. Still has magic 4. You need to commit to the string, but it still is there. 2-3, one of the biggest match stealers in the game. 2-3 corner hit on the wall. Crazy fucking damage. Now he has the new heat string with down forward 3. That shit is crazy. 3 hit string with the corner hit natural. Crazy. Big wall combo damage with the spike. You know all the fucking stuff. We don't need to go all the lead bullshit through. King. One of the easiest characters in the game, in my opinion. Down forward 2 is still broken. You don't need to like press anything else than fucking down forward 2 and forward neutral 2, one of the best lows in the game still. You know, fucking heat bullshit. The stance mix is it is good because the mental stack is really high still for the defender, even though the grab is kinda seeable, but you know, it still is there, and you will get hit by it no matter how good your reflexes are. Yeah, one of the best heat smashes still in the game. Yoshi, still one of the best like anti-meta characters, because you have spin and flash and one of the best down forward 2s in the game. Yeah, spin and flash basically still biggest tools that carry him into the top tier. Yeah, I don't wanna talk about Yoshi that much anymore. Lisa, best backdash in the game, I think, and then her movement is pretty much the best overall. Really safe, risk reward on everything. Basically, the saw stance is still fucking bullshit. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. They haven't really nerfed Alyssa at all. Like, only a few slaps on the wrist. I don't know why people don't really play her more, because she can definitely compete against these characters. Yeah. So let's go to S minus. I'm gonna actually sneeze blow my nose and take a little break. Be right back. So yeah, let's continue. S minus tier Fakumram. I think there is a case to be made that he's S tier, but when I looked at Ranchu's gameplay against Arslan, for example, I just think that he doesn't fight the S plus tier that well. Like every time Ranchu did down for, you know, he basically just went into a losing situation, and that's pretty bad. Because you kinda need to use downfall a lot, but if you happen to go into a losing situation after every time you use it, then it's pretty bad, I think. But yeah, I think S minus fits him. Don't get me wrong, like really bullshit character, but I don't think not enough bullshit to go up here. Lars, they nerfed his the armor, the dashing armor move. I think that nerf made him like lose one of his biggest bullshit moves. But you know, he's still one of the best stance mixers, I think. Oh yeah, they kinda hit him really hard, because Silent Entry 2 doesn't kinda hit launch anymore, and then they kinda nerfed his combos and stuff. You know, I think he's still good, but no S tier. I think he's worse than these characters, just a teeny tiny little bit worse. Paul actually has like the biggest potential to be here, but I think he kinda lacks something. I just don't know why. Is it the normal I-13 downfoot one that he misses? Maybe. He definitely has one of the best lows now in the game. He didn't used to have like top tier lows, but now definitely has one of the best lows in the game. I just don't really know like how good he really is. Like, I would like for like a really top player to show how good he is, like Knee for example. I think Paul would fit Knee's playstyle so good, but he sticks with the Brian and he tries to play Brian like it's fucking Tekken 5 or some shit. Like he doesn't really get the new Tekken 8 rushdown meta with the aggressiveness, which is crazy to say because Knee's like one of the GOATs, but he hasn't really still adapted, in my opinion, that well. I think he's kind of washed. Hot take, but yeah. I don't know if it's a hot take now because he didn't even get top 8 at Evo, but yeah. Knee hasn't really played as well as it's expected of him, you know. I think a lot of people expect him to be, you know, winning fucking multiple tournaments, but I think he has won like 1 or 2 or some shit, but you know. Horang, they kinda nerfed him bad. You know, the nerfs were 100% deserved, but you know, they kinda drop him from, you know, being a top 10 character to here, so yeah, the nerfs hit him bad, but they were for the better of the game. I don't think a character like Horang should even be like good, because it's not good for the game in my opinion. Yeah. Lily, Lily also same as with Paul, maybe a top 15, top 10 character, but I just don't really know, man. Like, how good exactly is she, but definitely one of the best like movement characters, because her sidestep negates a lot of Tekken 8 offense, and that in and on itself is like the kind of like the same as with Yoshi. It's like the anti-meta, like counter pick shit, you know. Definitely S minus, maybe even S tier, but you know, not really 100% sure. Steve, the best counter hit move still in the game with back one. I think that actually is like the best counter hit move. Other than that, you know, they kind of made him a stand-slop character, which is sad because he didn't used to be. He was so cool in the older Tekken games, but now he's kind of like a stand-slop character, but yeah. You know, Steve is Steve. I think the biggest weakness, obviously, apart from that, no, he doesn't have like a fast launcher, is that he doesn't really have good lows, but that's kind of how the character is designed. You know, weaknesses used to be a thing in this game, at least before Tekken 8, somewhat, but yeah. He's still carried by back one, but not big enough strength to go to S tier in my opinion. Asuka. Actually, Asuka might be like down here. I don't think Asuka is as strong as these characters. She got really heavily nerfed, I think. But she was like top 5 when the new shit dropped, but now she's like down here. Claudio. Claudio is still kind of the same, but they nerfed his like biggest bullshit, which, you know, he was like up here with his biggest bullshit. Now the down back 1+2 doesn't launch anymore, and that was huge because that move was broken basically. Yeah, Claudia is still basically the same, but doesn't get as big of a reward from doing random launchers, random heat stuff. Eddie is like hidden S tier in my opinion. He kinda, I don't know if this sounds crazy, but he kinda has everything, right? If you really look at his moves. He kinda just has everything, you know? The new install token or whatever you wanna call it, I think that buffs him a lot as well because his damage just rockets up with the spike shit. And then his heat moves are like... You even saw this at Evo when John Ding crushed like meats with the heat move and shit, you know. Then obviously forward 3, one of the best lows in the game still. Yeah. Really, really solid. Clive, he was S tier before, but now they kinda nerfed him. Like he has gotten nerfs every patch basically. I don't think he's that good anymore, honestly. Like he's still S minus, like he's good, but now like is there really a reason to play Clive other than you want to annoy your opponents? You know, they buffed his like Zantetsuken shit, but then they nerfed his stance. Like you can just mash against his stance like 24/7. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Clive is S tier, but he's still good, but not as good as a lot of people say. Might be a hot take, I don't know, but I don't think he's S tier anymore. Azucena, one of the hidden good characters, also with Eddie. I think her pokes are really fucking good, and the stance is kinda OP as well because you need to kinda make uncomfortable decisions on defense, if you know what I mean. Like you just can't hold back against her. You kinda need to make a hard read against her, and that's always pretty good for the attacker in my opinion. But yeah, I don't think she has gotten nerfed that much. I think she only got like buffs, right? If we don't count season 1 where, you know, every character was fucking all over the place, but yeah, the whole game was all over the place. Definitely a hidden S minus, maybe even S tier character. Let's go to A tier now. Asuka, Devil Jin. Oh yeah, where did I put? Actually, yeah, let's fill out the fucking rest of the list now. Maybe even switch songs because this is about to end. Well, whatever, I'm just gonna put it on repeat. And then these characters I'm gonna put here, except I think Kunimitsu is here. But yeah, let's talk about Kuni. So I've been playing a lot of Kunimitsu now, and I think people kinda overhype her because She has obviously like one of the most broken moves in the game with full crouched 1+2 to low, but that shit is gonna get like nerfed. Like we just know that shit is not gonna stay, and when that shit goes, I think she's down here. But now with the broken shit, I think she's like on the same level as these characters. She's definitely not top 5, like definitely not top 5. Like she just fucking loses to these characters, in my opinion. But you know, she kinda has the Tekken 7 reputation still, because people used to fucking hate on Kuni. Like she was hated, like one of the most hated characters outside of 2D characters, and people still hate on her for I don't know why, but you know, she kinda carries the Tekken 7 reputation on this game. But yeah, once she gets like nerfed, she's down here. Now with the broken shit, here. June, I think it's really hard to say. Like she has gotten like a lot of changes. Like she's a like whole new character basically. They gave her the fucking meter shit, and every move is kinda I don't know. She has gotten so many changes. I don't know. She could be here or here. I don't fucking know, man. You tell me. What do you think? Where do you put Jun? Ling. More than likely Ling is here, but then again I don't fucking know. No one fucking plays her. Leroy could be here, could be here. Zafina, we just don't fucking know, man. No one has really taken these characters far in the tournament. Like, I don't know, man. There's like one dude who plays Leroy in the world now, in Korea. Zafina, I don't really see her a lot or do well. Like, we see Zafina like occasionally, but does she do that well? I don't know. Ling we never see in tournaments basically. Yeah. Could go either up or down, I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the lowest tier. Leo, I think she has gotten nerfed heavily. Her biggest bullshit like round stealer was the wall splatting heat smash. That was like her biggest round stealer, but now it's gone. It's still good to do from the K and G stance, but now you just don't really steal rounds that hard. Before you could like hit the heat smash and the opponent has like 50-60% and then you just kill them, you know. You don't really get to do that shit anymore with Leo. And then they nerfed her forward to heat string, and that shit is not as good obviously. Before you could like mix the opponent, but now it's not that plus anymore. It's like they made it like minus or zero, so it's still good at the wall because it's wall splats, but you don't really want to spam it as much as you wanted to before. Jack, I think he has like, he struggles against like these characters, but when you get the momentum going, you feel like you're playing an S tier character, but I think he has too many bad matchups. Kind of a specialist character also, like you need to know fucking the armor punishes and shit. How to use the gamma hull. The bubble armor, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Asuka, yeah, nerfed character Devil Jin. Devil Jin's risk reward is not on par with these characters. I think kinda doesn't have any other lows than Hell Sweep, which is crazy to say because down back 2 is really fucking strong in my opinion, but it's not strong enough. Yeah, they nerfed his guard break shit like fucking 2 years ago and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really see him being like S tier. He might be S minus, but yeah. Shaheen, I think he got a little bit nerfed as well. Raven nerfed by the clone changes, like the heat change where you can't regain heat anymore. That shit used to be really big for Raven because you could use heat burst in a combo and then finish the combo and still have like full heat. Like you could do that shit and that was like broken, but now they took that away from him and now I think he's like he's pretty balanced in my opinion now. I don't think he has gotten big buffs. Like he was like creeping S tier, but somewhere around here. But now I think he's pretty balanced. Miari, I think her pokes are good. Her stance mix is like whatever, like she has big lows, but when you reach them you win basically. Yeah, I don't really know, like does she really have like proper broken stuff, because she kinda has like shitty tracking, you know? I don't know. I think she's kind of a normal Tekken 8 character. And then Bears nerfed to the ground. The only broken move they really have anymore is the wall combo, the spike wall combo. But other than that, I think they're pretty heavily nerfed characters. You know, everyone gets fucking big wall combos on Bears and shit, you know. I don't think there's really a reason to play Bears anymore. But yeah, I don't think there's much to talk about really anymore. Bob, when he comes out, I hope we don't see top tier Bob anymore, because that shit is fucking annoying. I don't really enjoy playing against Bob because, yeah, I didn't like play against Bob in Tekken 7. I think that shit was so fucking annoying. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see when Bob comes out in 1 month. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you some other time.